Welcome back. So today we are working on Divergenced, and this is part 11. Ruckard Divergenced strategy part 11. So today we are going to work on adding RSI protection within dynamic levels to the Ruckard Zignaly template so that we can test all of this, and then maybe we will do a B script. I'm not sure. And yeah, we can do more improvements, but I think that I will focus on Ruckard Zignaly template, and then once you have Ruckard Zignaly template, I will rewrite the strategy from scratch. That way we can work that way we can work. We can end this strategy, and later on we can come back to it, because I want to pause a bit about this strategy. So first of all, we need to move to copy the RSI protection with dynamic levels from the main script to the template. Okay. And so the way of doing it, maybe we did this last day, but I do not remember so. But let me refresh what's the latest. Okay, yeah, so we need to add this to the Ruckard Zignaly template. That's right. So what we want to do is to compare the H version with the Ruckard Zignaly template. Okay. So let me do it. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Okay, let me try again. Okay, so we want to compare the H version. Nice. So now I can push stuff from the main screen to the Ruckard Zignaly template. So if there are something that needs to be pushed, I can push it. Okay. So here there are some values which are not the same ones. We don't care too much about this, I guess. Although if I am honest, I do not like the values here, 13, 22, 6, 18, but this is not what we want to fix. So break even, okay. Long auto close. Why is it different? Let's see something about the values. Just in a space here. Okay. Okay. So let me check. So what you have here that needs to be improved is the RSI protection. Wait. Okay, so here we have this dynamic protection, which we did not have before. Okay, and this should be the same thing on both sides. I'm not sure why it does not detect that it's exactly the same thing. Yeah, this needs to be detected as the same thing. Not sure why it's not detecting it properly. Okay, then there should be some differences on the calculus. With you've got these new functions for this dynamic RSI protection. Okay, and I think that's it, because everything else is the same thing. If I'm not mistaken, everything else is the same thing. Okay. Okay, so let's start step by step. So the first thing is the inputs. So what I want to check is this everything about the RSI protection. I want to copy and paste, and I will check what the hell is different, because I am not able to check what's the difference here. I mean, this should be the same thing, but I'm not sure why this is different. So I'm going to open here. So we have H, which I'm going to use on the bottom, and on the top we have Zignaly template. Okay, so let me check. So this is protection. Where is it? Enable long RSI protection, and this is 344. So let me copy 344. Wait, I'm doing it on the... So everything about RSI protection is all of this. You've got the normal protection, then you've got the dynamic protection, then there is the RSI closing. So I'm going to copy all of this, and once we find... Okay, so this is the protection, and this way I will be able to understand what's the difference, if there is any difference. So GDF should tell me what's the difference. Okay, so the difference is that one of them is false and the other one is true. I almost forgot about this. So no need to change this. And the same thing needs to happen down here. This needs to be false because we don't want anything to... I mean, no, we don't care about these settings because they are turned on by the old one. So what you want to do is to set this to false and this to false in such a way that maybe now I'm not sure why this is different. Okay, that's the other false. So the original idea was only to copy this because that's the new stuff, and that's it. Let me check. Okay, so now Okay, as we have copied the updated code, as you can see, long RSI level, now it's called long RSI protection level. So this makes sense. And from this was false and now is true. I mean, it's always false. Yeah. But we have changed some names here so that they have better names. So we might need to update more stuff down, I guess. So I am going to copy all the stuff related to protection, to RSI protection, and if I don't see it clear, so we will. So let me check. Not lower than. And here we have this that we want this to be true because the other settings turn this on. Okay, so the next thing we want to check is the calculus. So let me update this comparison. So we should have the inputs here somewhere with these two false stuff and with the change and so on. Okay, and wait a moment. Yeah, and this is turned to false. That this makes sense. And now, as you can see, the dynamic stuff, it's the same thing, and the only thing that it's changed is the true false. Okay, so the next thing that we need to change should be this stuff here, which is all the RSI protection super strategy. And now that I think about it, this should go into functions, not here. So this needs to be fixed too. And then, is there anything else that we need to fix down here? No, there is not. Okay, so let's copy all the logic for RSI. Let's see if there's anything that changes too much or not. Yeah. Okay, so where was it? 1 second. This is 600. Sorry, 612. So down here we have 612, and we should have something else here. Yeah. This is what I want to copy instead of the current implementation here for the RSI protection, which is this one. Okay, so let me check what are the differences. So we have the input differences, and we have this stuff: protection RSI, long protection level, and then we have a lot of stuff in order to choose one thing or the other thing. Short RSI protection level. Yeah, because what we want is a variable instead of an input. Okay, so this makes sense. So this will be what you want to change. There shouldn't be anything more here. I mean, if I update the comparison, I shouldn't find anything else related to to RSI protection. Okay, and this is properly placed here. And somewhere here we should see the logic. Okay, so the logic is found on both the left and right. We have, where is it? RSI protection substrategy. However, we are going to do this properly, and these functions should go into their own place. And this is RSI protection functions, which are going, wait, the moment doing this wrong. We shouldn't be modifying this, but on the top. Where is it? Here. So these two functions should go under the functions. So this is RSI protection functions. And that's what you get. So now you can check hit diff again. We have these functions and we have this logic, which, yeah, as you can see, the original logic was just checking the inputs and doing false or false, so thanks to the inputs, and now there's more logic here. And if you compare, you should be able to check the inputs. Okay, probably some functions somewhere. RSI protection functions, yeah, because yeah, that makes sense. And this is, what the hell is this? This is the function for the RSI mode. Logic for the divergence. And yeah, everything else that works as expected. Okay. So now I should be able to add this script to a commit. So this should be update RSI protection logic. This is protection, isn't it? To enable dynamic protection levels. Okay. And so the next thing we want to do is to bump the version so that we have this new version ready to use. So this is A9 and this is 8.9. So let's switch here because I don't think we need to open the template anymore. Okay. So let's add this and let's bump the version to 8.9, and now we should be able to We should be able to push this version here. Okay, so I should be able to get this new Zignaly template like this, and you will be okay. I need to push also main branch. I mean, it's not needed, but it's better. This comment does not. Yeah. Okay, now it is. So let's edit the video, and we will have this Ruckard Zignaly template so that you can use it. Okay. So now, what should we do? So what we should do is to create a new ladder based on the Ruckard Zignaly template and do everything from scratch so that we can have a nice way of having this strategy, you know, without too much hassle. And then we can build more stuff from it. But so far, what we want to do is to build it from scratch, because otherwise this is going to be complex. This is going to be quite complex. So maybe before doing this, there was this thing about the inputs, because this. So the query closing, the query settings. I don't think these settings are quite good. I think the ones from the strategy are better. So I might change this there. These settings are okay with this break-even trigger. And this space we don't care. And this space we don't care. So that's a bit what I want to do just before doing anything else is just saying so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply this change, and I'm going to update these settings on the what's the name, the Ruckard Zignaly template, so that it's the same thing, although it's not needed at all. I think that it's somewhat needed. So let me check if there's any difference apart from the default value, which is 1320. Oh, 1320. 22 becomes 5. Okay, it's here too. And yeah, 6 OLTC, 6 OLTC. Yeah. So we should be able to do something like this, and this should be this is update query closing lines defaults. And I am not going to create a new tag. We will create a new tag another day, and that's it. So now if we compare here, we should not find anything about the query lines. only we have this break-even trigger and so on. And yeah, so we're going to use the Ruckard Zignaly template as a template, and we will start our what's the name? Our script from scratch. Okay. So the way of doing this is just using the Ruckard Zignaly template. We copy it, and then we search the divergence H dynamic RSI. So this is going to say that this is Phoenix. I is Phoenix, and let me check if what was the name? Okay. Yeah, we copy the you copy the file as is. Divergence I Phoenix. So what I want to do here is that I Ruckard Zignaly template. We don't care which version it is. I mean, why wouldn't we? Okay, so now I'm going to edit this new file. Where is it? Nice. So let's check the line numbers. And we're going to use compare in order to put the right names here. So we can remove this old compare. And now we're going to compare our old script with the newest one. So this the H1 needs to be compared to the I1 so that we can change everything. Okay, so here we're going to change this, and where is it? Here. So now we should be able to use the right date, and also this needs to be I1, and down here we need to use I1 too. That's right. So let's do it step by step. Now we should have this name change. Nice. And now we should have commit. Divergenced Phoenix. And thanks to the GG we are going history. Thanks to the hit history, we're going to do exactly the same thing that we used before. So This is about using the proper name. Okay, so here it is. Then there's the explanation on how the strategy works. So we're going to check this too. So the strategy is explained here. There are more stuff, but I'm not going to write everything about the strategy. So now let's write here how the explanation for the strategy works. Nice. Next thing is adding the super strategy, but yeah, so the main strategy needs to be added, and then we add a lot of filters so that the strategy works as we want to. So I'm not sure if I have to have everything. And that's a good question. Should I do this in several steps or not? Because the strategy has a lot of things turned on, but at the same time, just so I might do it in two steps. So first of all, we want the divergence, the skews momentum based divergence super strategy added. So I'm going to focus on that, and then we will check the other settings, because otherwise, I'm not sure. Otherwise, this is not going to be right. Okay, let me check. Yeah, I have some stuff here that I want to copy, and then these true false, we won't do it on the first commit. We will do it on the second commit. That way we can check what's about the strategy and what's not. And here again we have some functions that need to be put in the right place. Yeah, more logic, and we also have the secondary divergent logic, which is optional, which I am not using right now, but the code is there, so we will probably use it. Yeah, secondary divergence and the plot. The plot needs to be in another commit too, so that it's easier to do stuff. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. So I will come in a minute and going to show you a video.
Zignaly, all of the profit and none of. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of a non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of a non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset managers and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset managers and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset managers and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset managers and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset managers and fans.
Okay, so we are back. Let me see. So I was as I was saying, what we need to do is just do the squeeze momentum strategy. Then we're going to enable it. We're going to plot it. We're going to enable it. We're going to let's write it down because otherwise it's not so easy to do. So we have managed to work on the Ruckard Zignaly template. So write the script from the Ruckard Zignaly template. So what we want is add divergenced logic 1. We want with the main logic, add divergenced logic 2, turn on extra options, and then we want plot divergence. That's more or less what we want. So no, turn on, yeah, turn on that extra option and 3, use divergence logic. Okay, that's what we want to do right now. Okay, let's do it. So first of all, we want the main logic without being turned on. Okay. So the main logic is about where is this? It's all of these inputs about divergence. So this should be 318. So 318 from the H. So let me do it the other way around. So I'm going to copy from bottom to top. 318. So what you have here is everything about divergences, which also has this optional stuff about needing to match with the secondary divergence. Okay, so we copy it here and we will use it on the current script, and we will have it after this line so that we know that it's the same thing everywhere. Maybe we could squeeze everything here because there are too many spaces here. Yeah, let's put it this way. Maybe we have something like to all other inputs. Wait a moment, why don't we have the input? Seems that we no longer use input titles. So yeah, maybe we should add input titles at the Zignaly template so that this is better. Anyway, so now we have this new input. Let's check if it's taken into account here. So we have these new inputs which are related with the skews momentum. Okay, and we also have the secondary divergence. Nice. So, and this needs to be turned off. So this needs to be false. No, this does not need to be turned off. Sorry. So what we want to do here is to, where is it? So we have the inputs. Let's work with more stuff. So let's compare here, and we should have the input. So we have these long orders, this stuff that is messing things around. But now we have all of these inputs here. So this is nice. So the next thing we want is functions. So we want the functions for skews momentum. Okay, and this is 527. So let's copy from the bottom and let's paste on the top. So this is like this. So now I need to find the functions. Let's see where the hell do they end. So here you are after the RSI mode. That's right. I think I should have the template functions one place and custom functions in one place, so that when I compare it works as expected. Otherwise it mixes stuff maybe where it should not be mixing stuff. So now we have this function Nice. And if I compare, well, I guess I will have one red on the left and one blue on the right. So where is this? So on the left I have this function. Wait a moment. Yeah, maybe I've managed to... Yeah, so the function is in both of the places. So this is nice. And so the next thing we want to get is this excuse momentum divergence superstrategy, which has the main logic, even with the secondary per divergent logic. So we want all of this. And this can be found at 694 line. So let's go 694, and let's see how where is it, where it ends. It ends here. Okay, so 694, it's here. So let's copy this, and we should have logic here. So the top on logic, so it should be here. Nice. But we are not using it because we don't have the long condition. Okay, so now if we compare this, let me check. Yeah, let's go down. Otherwise we're going to miss a lot of stuff. So here we have this logic, which is on both of the scripts. So we have managed to put it properly. And now this is not turned on. We are not using it. Okay. And if enable secondary divergence. What the hell? Do I want this or not? Yes, I want this because... But this code is run even if... Yeah, this run is... Yes, we want this. And we want the plot, not yet. So now I should have the inputs, I should have the functions, I should have the superstrategy in order to use it, and also I have this thing about enforcing the secondary divergence. The question is that this is more or less... So if you enforce the secondary divergence by default, yeah, but this is turned off, isn't it? Where the hell is this? This is turned off, isn't it? Enable secondary, yeah, this is turned off, so I don't care. So now I will add this as the logic for the for this script. So this is going to be let me see how we... So this is the excuse momentum divergence superstrategy. Okay. So now I'm going to add whatever settings are needed for this to work properly, because we turn on some other stuff, or I think that we turn on some other stuff. Now we can compare our code and check inputs. So one thing that we do is trigger and break even has specific values. So we're going to enforce them. Okay, I've clicked twice. And here we've got these old lines. Doesn't matter, we have one space, one additional space. And so here, let me check if there's something different. So we have all the inputs for the squeeze momentum. Then the long RSI protection is turned on. Okay, so we need to turn on this. And the values 45 and 58 are the ones, the right ones. So we need to turn this on. So let's do it on the top. So we need to turn on the protection. So this needs to be turned on here and here. And also we need to turn on the default values so that we know that in this script this is turned on by default. So we need to do more stuff. Okay. Wait a moment. Then I saved those changes. So okay, yeah, I think I've done it right, even if it doesn't seem so. Okay, so we want to apply break even and break even here. These are no settings that we don't have to do anything, I guess. Secondary divergence is false, so, and I think that, yeah. So we want also to enable RSI closing so that it's dynamic and everything. Okay. And they shouldn't have anything else. Let me see. Yeah. This is the plot. Okay, so we don't want anything more, anything else. Sorry. So now we have break-even trigger. We have RSI protection is turned on, and RSI closing is turned on. Okay. So this is Divergence Superstrategy Part 2, because it's not the strategy but adding a step so that it works. I mean, wait a moment. No, this is not this. This is. Maybe it's the right thing to do. Excuse momentum divergence superstrategy 2. Yeah, I think that's the right way of doing this. Although the strategy has more stuff. So the next thing that we want to do is use it. Okay. So the way of doing this is just turning this on down here. Let me check. It should be just 2 lines here. So this is turn on and turn on. Now we just use it. Okay, so that we can understand that. So this is skews. Was used. Excuse divergence strategy was used. Okay. Nice. So the next thing that we want to do is just we want just to plot, because that's what's left here. So down here we should have something about plotting the strategy, which is here. Nice. So this is, we plot the strategy. Okay. So let's compare once again, see what if there's something wrong here or not. So now we should bump the version to I2. And this should work the same way in one strategy or the other one, if we are doing everything properly. Because otherwise, I mean, it's just some spaces and some code that it's before or after, but this should be the same thing. So let's check here. So here we have the H2 divergence stuff, which works this way. Okay, so I'm going to add a new strategy because yeah, so let's only use the one, the I one, so that we are not confused here. So let's copy this, let's select all and paste. Divergence I1, okay. And we will add to the charts that we can compare both of them and see if they have the same results once they are reset. It should work that way. Okay, so now I add this to the chart and let's see what happens. So we have this strategy tester. Okay. Okay, so if we change here, we should have the same thing. And we have not. Let's reset these settings so that it works the same way as here. So one of the... So the second one is worse. Why is that? There shouldn't be any difference. So let's see where this starts. Maybe we are not starting from the same place. So this is 6th of January 7, and if we use this one, this is 6th January 7. Okay, we're going to do another thing, which is let's save this, let's reload this. Let's see, sometimes it helps with this stuff because it keeps all data on the place. So this is 18 and the I1 is 11. Okay, so let's check 11 source code. And now we should understand why the hell this is not working the same way, one place or another one. So I do not understand why. There are these changes, so this is true, this, okay, here it is. This is true and this is false. So the not only there's a line, but the long order close is true or is false. So this is number 3. So what the hell is this? True, false, too old. Okay, so we should use this trick so that we don't have this old traits going around without no reason. So now we have this change, which I'm going to add as 3. I mean, the original idea is what's doing 1 and 2, and you wouldn't have these 3 here, but yeah, maybe for new version, for new level, we can fix this more properly. But so far, that's what we have. Okay, so now they should be working the same way, one place or the other one. So this is I, and we are going to wait. Here it is. What the hell is this? So now I should be able to test this, and we should have the same thing on both of them. So 146 traits and 18, and it's the same thing, both of them. So this is why you need to test stuff. Okay, so now we can bump the version. Okay, now we can say that this is I2 and also I2, and we will have this new version, which you will be able to download from the video description. So git add and then bump version. So this is I and I, and now we should be able to add this tag here. And now, thanks to this new version, we will be able to work on this strategy. And it's going to be easier than before. Although I think we need to make some adjustments on the Ruckard Zignaly template so that it's easier to update when we have more stuff. Okay, so now I think we are done. So let's check what the hell is this script, and I will update the Zignaly script. What the hell here? So this is iPhoenix with I2, I think. Yeah, here it is. So now I can copy, edit the video description and put it there. Nice. So I think that's it for today. So yeah, dynamic protection level with length 35 and round 5. I think that's so we can explore adding curriculums and lines on, but then there's the B script, which will be nice to do. Wait, and then there's this use more type of divergences. Yeah, and finally using another way of checking if there is divergences based on ATR and not based on percentage. But you know, I mean, I'm not sure this is the right thing to do, but yeah, I mean, okay, so I think I will end the video here. I will probably I would probably not, what's the name? I will probably what's the name? I will work on this strategy, but not in the short term. Okay, I think this strategy has potential. I also want to explore divergence, but based on RSI, not in skews momentum. And I also want to explore divergence based on MACD or MACD. Okay, so that's all for today. So thank you for watching this video.